poster title is Effect of Exposure to 900 MHz GSM Mobile Phone Radio Frequency Radiation on Estrogen Receptor Maturation Status in colon cells of male SD rats. Our member's name is Satoshi Isomatsu, Koichiro Komatsu, and Hirotaka Mitsuhashi. Over the past several years, the increasing use of mobile phones has raised concerns about effects of exposure to radio frequency radiation. Some studies have revealed that genetic changes can be induced by exposure to RF radiation. Although several studies have shown that maturation of estrogen receptor alpha play an important role in colorectal cancer. In Iran, it can be hypothesized that RF exposure can be a reason for CRC. There is a study to aim whether epigenetic pattern of ER alpha is susceptible to RF radiation, and RF radiation induced epigenetic changes after receiving gamma ray. In this study, male rats 3 weeks old weighing 200 to 250 grams were used. 40 rats were randomly divided into 4 groups. The animals in group 1 were exposed to cell phone radiation for 4 hours and then sacrificed after 24 hours. Animals in group 2 were exposed to cell phone after 24 hours irradiated by 3 GY gamma and sacrificed after 72 hours. In group 3, 10 rats were exposed to 3 GY gamma radiation. Group 4 was used as control without exposure to RF.
And the results, as shown in this graph, the presence of ER maturation array was 100 for each group, whereas the unmatured band was variable between groups. Although unmatured bands were detected in 100% of the control group, they disappeared in 10 rats exposed to cell phone and 3GY gamma radiation. In addition, rats in group 2, which were exposed to cell phone and then after 24 hours irradiated with 3GY gamma, could not compensate for the epigenetic damage, and unmatured bands were detected in 10% of the rats. Some examples of ER maturation in different treated groups are shown in the next figure, this figure. Okay, examples of MSP reactions for promoter maturation analysis of ER in the control group and irradiated sample by cell phone. In this graph, U indicates the presence of unmatured RL, and M indicates the presence of matured RL. Discussion. In conclusion, changes in DNA maturation suggest an epigenetic role in cellular response to RF radiation. However, in order to clarify the epigenetic side effects of RF radiation as a leading risk factor for cancer, more investigation is carried out, and in the case of epigenetic modification, we should argue that there is the possibility that RF radiation is regarded as ionizing agent. deforestation